Fantastic.
Hello, everyone. Natan Berhovsky, Essential Academy founder director, and here very happily to take you on a guided tour. If you have a friend, if you have a colleague, if you have a peer, family member, somebody that you are deeply connected to that is an instructor at the Essential Academy, that is the only way that we will be able to open up admissions, so to speak. It's a by referral only, invitation only private community. So, in that concept, if you had somebody that you wanted to send here, if you had somebody that you wanted to introduce to our world and you thought would be somebody compatible, let me give you a quick guided tour. This way you can share it with them in case they couldn't make it today, but they wanted to still see this anyway. I will share my screen. Let me take you over to the back end of where our community stands. And I know that the crazy part of doing something like this is that most people will be like, oh my God, why would you do that? It's completely dated. I'm like, yeah, and that's okay. This is a snapshot in time. I'm fine with that. Where we're looking at saying is, hey, we're about 354 strong. People are spending about 15 minutes on average, about 34% conversion, 55 courses, 21 categories, a sale every day or two. And that's really cool. So that we're looking at people knowing that they can put themselves into this environment and that it converts and that it sells and that it works. And that's great. Another place that we can take, let me share screen over here. When you come to the academy initially on your own and you take a look and you see what it looks like, and you've got multiple learning paths from, hey, I want to make a course, hey, I want to, take a look and take a course, to, hey, I want corporations to take a look at me. And I really want them to be well serviced because they have so many people that we might be able to help. So when we take a look at for learners, we go directly to the courses page. It's wonderful. I'll take you there in a second. When we go as an instructor, we go to what our team looks like. And the incredible, now I think more than 5 dozen strong people from around the world that have joined us that have been qualified and asked and referred to pick as instructors. And then if we come over here, we would see that you can make a one-off custom learning path for your organization exclusively. And we can blend multiple instructors, multiple learning paths, and we can create something that's custom and tailor-made, but still follows all the best practices with SCORM and Tin Hat and HTML5 and CMI5 and all the learning protocols worldwide so that we know that they're getting the quality. And meanwhile, you get the dashboard. So whether you're an instructor or whether you're a learner or whether you're a corporation, you get a dashboard that shows you who you are, where you're coming from, what's new, what's coming up. That's kind of some of the magic. A bunch of testimonials here and there. I won't bother taking you through it. What makes it interesting when we go to, let's say, our team page. And this is something that you'll get to see. Everybody's got a flag, everybody's got a country. Because I realized I was going to just put up flags, and then I'm like, but you might not know this flag. So let me make that easy. I'm like, let me put the country as well on it. And from people that are literally gallery, Hall of Legends, Hall of Fame, to people that are social entrepreneurs and just trying to do some good, trying to spread some magic, some love, helping others sharing their light and shine their light brighter and really affect more lives and impact so many more people than they currently do. So you can tell that most people here, they have formal education. Some have ridiculous amounts of educations. And where we're coming from is saying that, hey, you don't have to be a doctor or, somebody with an MBA or a PhD. It's understandable. But having education in what you do, having experience in what you do. If you haven't noticed by now, God bless them, we don't have any 22-year-old life coaches. Sorry, I know it's not politically correct, but I believe you need to have a bit of a life before you can be a life coach. So our people here, if they're coaches, if they're healers, they're coming from a place of love. They're coming from a place that I've been doing this for decades, really, really well, and helping so many people. And because of that, I want to shine my light on so many more. So that's where we take a look at the people coming in and where they're coming from around the world. And it's a blessing. I see a familiar face over here. And so we get to shine that light and we get to take a look at people. And if we take a podcast, because you know what? If you show up, you get spotlighted. Congrats. We get to take a look at people that are doing something significant, that are trying to make an impact, that are trying to really, really shape the world around them and grow their community and not just be a big fish in a small pond or be a small fish in a big pond. They're really trying to go way out. And in order to do that, when we drop a stone in the bucket, we don't know how far those ripples are going to go. But we do know they're going to go to the edge of the pond. That's usually the way physics works. We just don't know how big that pond is. And it's a really big pond. So we can make such an incredible impact and we can do so many good works when we become an instructor and we take a look at, there's messages here and there's little videos. I gotta say, I'll take a minute to watch this just because I think he's so cute. So you can see when I made this back in June 2020 when we first opened and started. I love that guy. I couldn't resist. I know I'm biased and partial because I helped make Steve, but I'm like, my goodness, when I came in 2020, I couldn't believe it. I've been an energy coach for 24 years. 10,000 people come through my hands, my systems. My first best-selling book was Personal Momentum, Secrets of Self-Transformation last December. And now we're doing a book launch party in 2 weeks on Groundhog Day for my birthday, where we're doing my next book, Moments of Power. Quotes from the Wall of Wisdom. So there's so much fun in action, and yet Steve still resonates with me. 2-3 years later, I'm like, we were a big deal in our city, and we were doing live events, and we were, booking the Hilton and the Sheraton and having all these cool things, and then, well, you can't do that anymore. Now what do we do? And so you come online, and you're like, what do you make a website? You get on Clubhouse. What are we doing here? Like, you're an expert. You're awesome. You've got education, experience, expertise. You've been doing what you've been doing for decades. You know what you're doing. You're good at it. There's no reason for you to come to the academy. You don't need to. Nobody pays the rent at the Essential Academy. Here is your second, third, fourth, fifth stream of revenue. This is an area where you get a .org spotlight shined on you. So you need some good works. You need some stages to stand on. You need some interviews and audiences and podcasts. You need to be in that spotlight. This is how to get into that mix. When we go down a little bit further and we take a look, there's a wonderful testimonial from somebody like Furley who's got her own TV show, who's got her own podcast, who interviews people, and who, in the most beautiful, wonderful way, I'm blessed enough to say, calls me a mentor and an energy coach to her, and who's just, knock on wood, for everybody else that's not out there, this is something that she's personally going through. She's going through cancer, and we're battling it together, and we're doing such incredible strides. And for somebody to come in from that personal, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, energetic level of coming into that, to know that there's a community that's here to support you. And they support you in so many ways, from personally helping you to on the health level, to so many different ways that we could create fundraisers and events and awareness. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's take a few minutes. Let's take a listen.
Hello, my name is Furley Almonte. I'm a motivational speaker, author, resilience and confidence coach. But most of all, I'm very excited to also share with you that I am a faculty member of the Essential Academy. Whew, where do I even begin to share with you my joy and gratitude? Being a part of a great community, the Academy, where so many different experts, people who are exemplary, people who are vetted professionals in different industries, such as energy healing, medical hypnosis, public speaking, web design, business strategy, whatever it may be. My goodness, you are going to be very impressed by the level of caliber and expertise and experiences and wisdom that you will actually experience from the academy. I personally, as a faculty member, also enjoy the camaraderie. It is really an unspoken bond among ourselves, grow as people and also as professionals. Within 1 week of me signing up as a faculty member with the Essential Academy, I was immediately given the opportunity to be spotlighted in a fundraising campaign that was near and dear to one of our faculty members. That was actually on suicide prevention, and I got to speak and actually got to entertain. My goodness, where do you get that kind of support? And also, in connecting with the different experts in our academy, in web design, in health and fitness, also in energy healing and medical hypnosis, I have experienced how exemplary they are when it comes to what they do. You have to actually experience the magic that you will have to go through when you work with any of our professionals, because we are deeply committed in providing value, in transforming lives, in creating impact in humanity and in the world. I actually got the chance to work with somebody in health and wellness, and we are now actually experiencing different modalities when it comes to healing, which is all natural. We also got the chance to work and collaborate with people in the medical hypnosis field, and also in transforming people through NLP and the tapping. I don't know if you've heard of that. And with our collaboration, we are able to transform lives in very different, very unique modality that is very powerful. Things that you do not even know about that exist. The magic, the power of healing, as well as transformation. As I've said, we work with different expertise. And so it's up to you to explore the different zones of geniuses that we offer here at the Academy. So go visit, check it out, have a consultation with them, because that's the only way you would know if it's the right fit. Perhaps the person that could change your life is going to be right there, where all it takes is just one phone call, one click of a button for you to be able to find the solution to the pressing need that you have in your life. I hope that this has also allowed you to see that it is in collaboration with other experts that you can make magic happen. Partner with somebody in synergy with your offering. Partner with someone who is going to actually bring more value to your clients, because it is in lifting one another that we all win in life. And it is also when the rising tide that all ships are lifted. So I hope that this helps you get an overview, get a glimpse of what it feels like to be part of the Essential Academy. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Furley. What a blessing. And we're so lucky to have that right there. And there's so many other video testimonials where people are like, I had no idea what I was in store for. But I'm happy that I did. I was hesitant at the start, to say the least. And so you may be coming from a place where you're like, is this some like online guru? Is this something that's going to teach me a system? And if that system doesn't work for me, crap, I just spent thousands of dollars and I'm in trouble. No, this isn't that place. We're a .org. We're here to shine a light on good people doing good works for good works. The charities, the nonprofits, the people that are not just to sell something. You're already selling something. It's on your .com. You already should be a big deal. When you come here, this is a place for you to give back, to teach, to be like a big brother, big sister. To say, hey, I have enough time. I'm at that level. I have teams. I have systems. I can scale. So I can take a kid out to a movie for a couple hours. And I'm at a level financially where I'm successful. I got a couple bucks. I can buy them a popcorn. It's not a problem. That big brothers, big sisters mentality where you can give back really serves us and serves our people throughout. So they can come in and take a look at what a course creation path looks like and say, okay, I'd like to make courses. Well, we give you a private 90-day onboarding. And in that process, day by day is completely mapped out, step by step for those people who need to know all 14 lights to turn green before they leave the house and what it looks like. Well, this is what it looks like. And we give you an accountability partner to hold your feet to the fire that if you said, hey, I'm going to do this, this, and this every day, you're going to do this and this and this every day. Because our people are going to call you and bug you and text you because that's your partner. And the same you're going to do for them. That personal accountability partner, there's no place else as far as I know that does that. A 90-day onboarding process that guarantees that you will make a course and sell it within 90 days. There's nobody else I know that includes that in as part of what they do. So there's so much available for you. Here, if you look on the bottom end, there's no other fees to you, in case you're curious about the back end and cost. We'll get to that in a minute. But 20% of your course sales are used to pay for all. So we're looking at affiliate, we're looking at marketing, and processing fees, which is like, oh, okay, so normally affiliates get 10 to 20%. Yep. And Stripe gets, 3% plus 20%. And I'm like, oh, okay, gotcha. So like, yep. I'm like, and then marketing, I'm like, oh goodness, paid ads and SEO and So all of that taken care of for you. Once you create it, where do you go? Because creating it is wonderful. There's a bunch of people that are like, I've got it on Kajabi and in a bunch of other platforms. I can't sell any of them, Natan, or I can't sell enough of them, or, how do I sell more of them? Okay, this is side two. Stages and audiences. There's literally more stages for you to stand on in a single month, much less a week, that you can physically do. This is dozens every week. That's not a typo. That's weekly. This will give you a chance on a Happy Neighborhood project to practice your 2-minute pitch, to know exactly what you do and how you do it so that you can explain to somebody. So that if you, let's say, I'll use myself as a simple example. If somebody were to say, all right, energy coach, 24 years, 10,000 people went through your hands. In 5 words or less, what's your client's point of pain? People wasting emotional energy. All right, I'm interested. What does that mean? How do you help people stop wasting emotional energy? I need you to do that in 5 seconds or less. Go. Get 2 days worth of work done in 1. So that's your promise. I give you X amount of money, and in return you give me the ability to get 2 days worth of work done in 1. Yeah. All right, I'll bite. How do you do that? And then you can give your value proposition. Oh, I do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and this is how I do it. Because other than that, when people keep meeting each other, they're meeting each other and going, hi, what's your name? Bill. My name's Bob. Wonderful. What do you do, Bib? And for the next 45 seconds, Bob is going to just tell me what he does, and it's going to just like dump on me. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't give you permission to do that, Bob. Please. That's way TMI, buddy. Too much information. No. So what you want to do is be like a comedian, like a magician. You want to leave them wanting more. You want to plant something of intrigue so that you go to a horrible dinner party and somebody says, hey, what do? You can look at them and say, what do I do? About what? And you can leave it there. And it's the best answer. What do you do? About what? But if you had to answer the question, and you realize the person wasn't a jerk, they were just a little bit, pushy, you want to make sure that somebody who's got their arms crossed on their chest and says, I don't really think you're interesting and I don't really believe in you, but damn it, I'm still a little curious. All right, what do you do? You've got one shot at this. And your one shot is not bleh, and just to dump on them 45 seconds of I didn't give you permission for that. You get 4 or 5 words. You get 4 or 5 seconds. There's no second chance to make that first impression. So when somebody asks and says, okay, what do you do, Natan? People wasting emotional energy. All right, you work with those people. Yeah. What do you do for them? Show them how to get 2 days worth of work done in one. Damn it, I'll bite. I'm interested. All right, how do you do that? Oh, well, I teach and then you go into your value proposition, and then you're allowed to pitch for 45 seconds because then they're interested and they gave you permission. Very, very different. You don't know how to do that? This is why these networking events are so critical. Plus our own profit sharing events. So instructors come in and say, hey, while I'm busy making my course over here on the left-hand side, is there any way that I can make money over here on the right-hand side? Well, of course you can. You got stuff on your .com, we can sell that. We've got events, we've got summits, we've got stages, we've got opportunities around the month, all the way through. That's where we're coming from to make sure. We also want to make sure that you're spotlighted. So whether you have a course over here on the Academy, it doesn't matter. Even if you have something up in your .com, we shine that spotlight on you with interview. And we want to make sure that you're constantly spotlighted. So that's where we're coming from on this page. That's where we're coming from with so many testimonials and video testimonials. And even if you're coming in, let's say not 100% sure that you could be an instructor. Let's say you're like, maybe I'm not 100% ready for that, but you know what? This sounds like really high-end, really cool courses. I want to take a course, but if I take the course and if I get involved, I want to know that I could be an instructor too. Something like that would look like, let me share this with you.
Hi, my name is Michael Cheng, and I'm the founder of Goal Mobile, the goal-sharing social network. I've had the good fortune of getting to know Natan. We were introduced by a mutual friend at a virtual networking event, and when I first met him, he had this great energy and aura around him, and I needed to find out what he was cooking up. As I got to know him, I was amazed by how many remarkable people that he's worked with, and I was lucky enough to get an invitation to join the Essential Academy. Now, I've spent the last 20 years and almost $250,000 traveling the world, places halfway around the world, investing in my personal growth. I'm a huge personal development enthusiast. I've been to programs that are 3, 5, even 7 days long, sometimes 24 to 40-hour binges. And although you get to learn a lot, it also takes a lot out of you, not just in money and time, but also in your energy. And I always wish that someone would brilliantly package together these concepts, these principles of personal development and wellness to help you get in aligned so that you don't have to spend all this time and money and energy to learn this stuff. And I just took the first hour of the Limitless course with Natan. It helps you get into alignment with your intention, your intensity, your productivity. And so if you're looking away for your work to not feel like work anymore, for you to start getting in alignment with your heart, so everything you do just feels like the thing that your career just begins to feel like the thing you're doing and doesn't take energy out of you, definitely try his course.
Thank you, Michael. And it's wonderful that we're able to service people that are at that high level so that instead of seeing a bunch of testimonials and such, let's take you further and say, what does it look like when you come into the program? As you're coming in, you go, okay, do I know what I'm doing? If I know what I'm doing, I've got a half dozen courses on Kajabi. I just need somebody showing me how to bring it onto your platform. I understand there's 2 different paths and that I can combine both of them in the master path. Brilliant. Okay. I understand that I can pay one-time, lifetime, or I can pay monthly. Okay. What makes me interested is if I'm coming into here, what does it look like? What's the difference? Oh, well, there's 1, 2, 3. That's it. There's 3 onboarding videos. Oh, how long is all this whole process? About an hour. So if you know what you're doing, if you've ever made courses on any other platform, this is not much different. We can make a Zoom only course. We can show you onboarding, this and that. This is about an hour of your time total dedicated. And this is step by step. These are extra external links. If you wanted to go on a deeper dive, we are built on Learn Worlds. Best in class, best in breed, award-winning LMS, Learning Management System. This is the Ferrari of learning management systems. So that's what we have. That's what we're built on. When you sign up as an instructor, you automatically get this. And you also get gifted right away my energy course. It's a $1,000 energy course that shows you what a template for a $1,000 energy course looks like. But at the same time is also my life's work. And it helps, hopefully, if everything is correct, give a little extra boomph to your life too. So this is where we're coming from. This is what it looks like. This is that background. Now, if we go one step further, you can take a look at courses. You can see how things look over here. You can see what the academy is like. And you can see that, there's courses that are significant. And we have new ones coming that are $100,000 and $250,000 a year on an annual mastermind. And those are going to look interesting because it's not about this, web page or what options you give for people to pay or how pretty this looks. That's not what sells a $250,000 a year mastermind. It's about two things. Who's the person teaching me? So I go, well, you know what? We'll go back to our faculty. Everyone's got an MBA, a PhD. Okay, well, then that's pretty significant. I'm like, no kidding. So the person teaching you is somebody that should be teaching you. Okay, well, what's the next thing? Well, the next thing is the platform. They're on such an intuitive platform that it's not about how pretty this landing page looks and how many testimonials you can get. It's about how interactive it is. So that if you said, how do I know this is not just informational? How do I know this is transformational? Interactivity. If I give you a video assignment, if there's exams and assignments and downloads and ways that you can interact with the work, if there's so many different things that you can do, that's how I know it's interactive. That's how I know through all of this is going to make a huge impact on your life. That's why we do it. And then we spread it out over the next 12 months. So you get an accountability partner, you get all of these different things. And I'm not here to promote the course. I'm here to showcase what a $36,000, $3,000 a month course looks like. And this one has quite a happy following. So people are A-okay with what it is and how it works and what it offers. Because the value add. Now, being able to put it on this platform makes it easy for them to relate and easy for them to absorb. Looking at the team and who gave them the instruction makes it easy for them to understand the price tags. And that's where we're coming from. That you can, sell yourself in your .com and sing your praises of how amazing you are. Okay, but when a .org also sings your praises and we're one step below a nonprofit, it helps. It shines a completely different light on you. So looking at teams, looking at what's available, there's events. There are so many cool stages, from summits to TEDx stages to constant podcasts and interviews automatically as a new instructor, to being a keynote speaker and presenter and somebody who can effectively be that person on masterminds and group workshops and all those unique collaborations. This is a private group. We have a speaker speak to us once a month. Could you be that speaker? Absolutely. And next month, could you recommend the next 6 months of speakers? Absolutely. That's where we're coming from. This was a past event that we just did that was a suicide prevention event, and it was the gala, and it raised so much time and awareness and money for people in that mix, and especially in this crazy time going into year 3 of the pandemic. It's immense to be able to have that kind of impact. Excuse me. Knowing that there's so many stages, so many audiences to speak on and to speak at and to really stand on and resonate and give your message to. And this was just in the first half of last year. And all the cool people that we're connected to and all the people that are just here to promote you. That's their entire job. They're here to add light and spark and fuel to your fire and flame. So that if you're the person with your head and heart in the right place, and you're connected to truth, and you're standing in your own alignment, how come millions of people don't know about you? How come there's thousands of people or hundreds of people at worst that know about you? And that's it. And you look at all your platforms and all your social media and all your connections and everything else, you're like, crap, there's a couple hundred or a couple thousand people who know about me. Okay, maybe a couple tens of thousands of people that know about you. Okay, you're doing great. That's not hundreds of thousands. That's not millions. There's a message. There's a light inside you that needs to shine on millions. And if you're not as popular as you could and should be, that's where the Essential Academy gets to shine its light and really bring things into the fold. So between events, we get to do fundraisers, like we just talked about. That was this wonderful event that we did as a fundraiser for that. And I said it was a gala. Nick Stanistanos is one of 4 gentlemen in the world that's got no legs, only one arm, and only one finger on one arm. He's $80,000 an hour to speak. We got him at Tony Robbins' event, and he goes backstage just to talk to us for 30 minutes to get onto this gala. It was epic, and it was so heartfelt, and it was incredible. And all these people donated their performances to be able to come into a place where we're looking at just helping others, where we're looking at shining a bigger light, where it's not about us. It's about doing good. And you can't imagine how many people want to jump on that train. As soon as you get off of you and get into others, it is uniquely different. So we looked at fundraisers. We look at workshops. Workshops are a way that instructors and myself can work together. I've been an energy coach for 24 years. So we do wonderful basic things like this. So we look at private workshops where we do profit sharing and go, I know a bunch of associations, I know a bunch of organizations, and I have a bunch of groups that I'm involved with. And they would love to go to an event, not just watch a workshop, pre-recorded, but like hear somebody, hi, I'm here live. Hello, can you see me? Like, yeah, I can answer. Oh my God, I want that. I want a virtual live event. Perfect. We can bring you to some place like this. Looks like this. So that's where we're coming from. Fixing energy mistakes, bringing people in. Tickets are $27. You bring a friend, now you pay $15. You bring 2 friends, your ticket's free. We're not trying to raise $1 bazillion here. We're trying to make so many of your friends and peers come that you have a wonderful event, you have a wonderful time, and it's going to be so much more fun when you have all of your friends and family and peers around you. That's why we're making sure that it's 100% affordable for anybody worldwide. And the difference between going to the $500 workshop that's been gifted, and you'll see the link in the recording in the bottom, that's the one that's a 2-hour, 9-minute energy workshop. The same exact 5 energy points that we just talked about. But the difference is going to be that we're going to be looking at them live. So this is that live version. When we go to this is that energy.
Would you like to have some more
Oh, hold on. Yikes. Autoplay. If we're looking at coming into here, this is that $500 energy workshop that I'm gifting you worldwide. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter if you want to re-gift it to 100 family and friends. The $500 is paid for by the Essential Academy. You don't have anything to pay out of pocket. But I want it to be clear that this is not a free course or a fun course or something that anybody and everybody gets. It's $500 and it's gifted to you. And if that resonates, perfect. This is going to work. So in here, register for it and then take it. Normally $497. Like I said, all costs have been covered for you. This will show you what I'm talking about. This will give you that basic energy background and a bunch of testimonials and a bunch of fun people that are like, yay, it's been wonderful. All right. Now, when we look at, oh, hold on one sec.
Would you like to have some more abundance?
Yikes. That guy just starts talking right away. Wow. So that is where we're coming from. That is some of the back end work. That is what that looks like. For people coming in, for looking at it and such, if we're taking a look and you want to do a deeper dive to know, okay, what does the back end look like? What does it look to make a course? What does it look like to put something up if I already have a course? How does it look to collaborate or any of those questions? We're going to do a deeper dive. I would love for you to have a one-on-one with me to take a look and see what resonates where you are, where you're trying to go as a coach, as a healer, as someone who's a peak performer. And if it makes sense and the essentialacademy.org can help you get there a little quicker, a little faster, a little better, a little easier, yes, we'd love to be part of your journey. If you're here to help others, we'd love to be part of that. The tide raises all boats. We believe in that very much. So, any questions from anybody? Well, I got a double thumbs up. Any comments, any cool shout outs that you want to give before I cut us off and send us away? But you're on mute, my dear.
I'm muted. Anyway, so what and do a shout out to you. Thank you so much. I look forward to anyone who does watch this to really get a grasp and 100% one-on-one at 10, even just checking it out. It's something magical. So give it a go.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Appreciate it so much. Awesome. So I will let us out of here. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Bring friends, bring peers, bring people that you feel have that level of oomph, that are trying to make an impact in the world, that are trying to help others. That's our call and mission, and we would love to shine a light on them. And if you'd like to come to my birthday party, my mom's birthday party, and my book launch coming up February 2nd, 2022, links in the description below. Register, come on over, RSVP. We'd love to have you as well. Thank you so much, everybody. Talk soon. Bye.